Hello and welcome to the History Help channel. Today we are looking into what is history um, slideshow lesson. Okay, uh, so history we already know it is the uh, study of ancient past, right? So when we say ancient past, it could be we are studying basically about man, society, his living in society, his work in trade, art, architecture, everything, customs. All of these come under history. Okay, but are there any other definitions of history? So, is just history? Is it just study of ancient past? So, this is what we are going to learn in this lesson. Okay. So, first of all, history is a Greek word. Okay, it means research. It means exploration. It means discovery. So, history is basically a Greek word. So, Greeks were the first to write about history. That is very important because Greek historiography, Greeks were the first to, document about history, write about history. That is why Herodotus is known as the father of history. So, in this section, we will look into more details about definitions of history. So, let us take the various definitions of history. So, one of the first definitions of history is, which was defined by a Greek, was that history is a story, okay, which is worthy to be told. So, in a story, it should not be, boring story. It should be very unique stories, okay. So, who told this? This was told by a Greek person named as uh, Polybius and also Thucydides. Okay, they said that history is a story or is unique stories. Okay, so it could be about Napoleon, Hitler, or anybody, Gandhi, any story which is very unique, or it could be stories about wars, strategies, kingdoms, dynasties. So the only criteria is the story should be unique. This was told by Polybius and Thucydides. Okay. Next, the definition of history, which is also told by another Greek, is that history is a philosophy, teaching us with examples. Who told this? This was told by Dionysus, another Greek. Dionysus, who said that history is a philosophy which is teaching us by live examples or past examples, human examples. Okay, so it's teaching us by human examples. So, what is philosophy? Philosophy is the one which tells you about a lot of facts, morals, mind, true, false, all that. Even history, because it is telling you about man, it will tell you about his deeds, his actions, and what has happened, the result. So, by reading about history, you learn what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. When you start reading, it is so, in this sense, history is like a philosophy. Okay? History is like a philosophy. So, you have come to know two definitions of history. One is it is a story, another is it is a philosophy. Let us look into some more definitions of history. So, then there is one more definition of history is that history is uh, a discipline that brings in wisdom. Okay, this was told by Sir Francis Bacon. He said that history is a discipline that brings wisdom. So when you start reading stories, uh, you understand what is right or wrong, right? So that itself makes you wise. So that is why reading history is like, which will slowly bring you wisdom, and it will tell you what is right or wrong. It will show you rather what is right or wrong. That's why Francis Bacon said that history is a discipline that teaches you, brings you wisdom. What else? Then there was Henry Johnson who said that history is everything. Okay, the broadest thing, whatever is happening around you, is history, he said. But this is very broad definition. Okay, it's very difficult to study history if you give such a broad definition. So there was another person named as Fidley, who said that history is only a sequence of events. Okay, when he said sequence of events, it could be that a war happened, then peace came. For example, after World War I, there was peace. A League of Nations was formed. Okay, then there was World War II. Then United Nations was formed. So these are all sequence of events. So that is what he meant. Finlay meant that history is a sequence of events in relation to one another. So this is not a very broad definition, no. So, this was a better definition than Henry Johnson's everything. So who said about everything? History is everything. It was Henry Johnson. Okay, so here we learned about history is wisdom, history is everything, and history is a sequence of events. There are some more definitions which we will again look. So, um, then there was Rayner who said that history is a story of man living in societies. Okay, so here he has told that whatever man does in a society collectively, maybe he is doing some artifact or some pottery or weapons or jewelry or trading. So whatever he is doing, all that. So it's a story of man living in society. So he has brought in society here. Okay, that is very important. It is not just man; it's man living in society. What is the other definition? Then there was Professor Lecky, so who said that history is study of moral values. So history can tell you what is right, what is wrong, what you do. If you do this, it is good, or it will help you win. If you do this, it is bad. It helps you fail, something like this. So Lecky is teaching you. Lecky tells that history is moral values. Then other definitions are Professor Maitland says that history is Maitland. There is Maitland says that history is what man has seen and what man has done. So it is like what man has seen and what man has done. So it's basically at the thought level. So whatever man sees and does and acts is history. That is what he is trying to say. Another definition of history is given by Carlyle, who says that history is nothing but biography of great men. So he's saying all great people only constitute history, not common persons. So it could be Napoleon, it could be Hitler, it could be Gandhi, it could be kings and queens who have created history. So he's saying history is a biography. This is a very narrow definition, but still, that is what Carlyle told, that it is a biography. Similarly, another person called Seeley said history is politics. Once again, politics means what? Wars, battles, kings, dynasties. So Seeley is also making it a very narrow scope. He's saying history is only politics. Okay. There are some more definitions. Let's take a look at it. Um, One of the interesting definitions given by Lord Acton is that history is the story of human freedom. Okay, so be it fall of Roman Empire or French Revolution or even India quit India movement, all that was what? It was all story of human freedom. So our quit India and for our independence or even the fall of many empires was all due to better. Human beings wanted better living conditions. Beings wanted freedom. Human beings wanted liberty. So Lord Acton says that history is nothing but the story of human freedom. Interesting, isn't it? Next definition is given by Ernest Birmingham, who says that history is nothing but science. See, science requires proof, okay? Otherwise, you have to do experiments for science, right? Yeah, otherwise, science does not accept it. Similarly, history cannot be written without sources. So, if you don't have a source, you simply can't imagine and write about a king or a place. Okay, so in this way, history is like science. So, this is a very important definition of history. Finally, there is an interesting book by Sheikh Ali, where Sheikh Ali has also said that history is the writing of history by man to man, you know, and it is read by man. So this is something which, history is something which is, it's just a big discipline. It has a lot of uh, branches. It has literature, it has art, it is also like it has economics, it has politics. So there are a lot of dependency of history, and it's a big branch. So all so in the end, you can say that history is to tell man what man was by telling him what man has done. This is a definition which is given by Sheikh Ali. So that is why history is a very important field to learn. So in the next slide, we will be learning about sources of history. Okay, thank you.